The Kingdom of the Doomed Kings. In a distant land, hidden between towering mountains and vast rivers, there was a kingdom unlike any other. It was a land of great wealth, power, and endless pleasures, but it came with a terrible fate. The law was simple. Any man who became king could rule with absolute power for 5 years. He could enjoy golden palaces, feasts, entertainment, and every luxury he desired. But after 5 years, he would be taken to the great jungle, a vast land full of roaring lions, wild beasts, and certain death. One by one, kings rose to power, living in extreme wealth, enjoying every pleasure their hearts desired. But none prepared for what was coming. At the end of their 5 years, they were dragged to the jungle, screaming in terror as they were thrown into the darkness. The people lowered their heads each time, knowing this was the way of the kingdom. But one day, a new king took the throne, and he was unlike any before him. The rise of King Malik, a different ruler. His name was King Malik, and unlike the rulers before him, he did not waste time in endless feasts or celebrations. He refused extravagant luxuries, limited unnecessary entertainment, and spent his nights thinking, planning, and working in secret. His advisors were confused. "Why don't you enjoy yourself, Your Majesty?" they asked. "You only have 5 years to rule. Every king before you celebrated, yet you refuse to indulge." But Malik only smiled and said, "I am preparing." The people whispered among themselves, "This king is strange. Instead of enjoying his power, he is wasting it. What is he doing?" But no one knew the secret plan he was carrying out behind the palace walls. The secret plan, transforming the jungle. Unlike the kings before him, Malik did not ignore what would come after 5 years. In the dead of night, while others slept, Malik sent his soldiers and workers into the jungle. The ferocious lions were captured and removed. The deadly wild beasts were driven away. The dangerous lands were cleared, roads were built, and rivers were tamed. Instead of a jungle of terror, he built a paradise, gardens, fountains, golden pavilions, and endless food. While other kings had spent their time chasing pleasures, Malik was preparing for what was certain to come. The people laughed at him. "Why waste time on something that is not yet here?" They mocked. But Malik remained patient, knowing what they did not. The day of fate arrives. 5 years passed, and the time came. The guards entered the palace, as they had done so many times before, and prepared to take the king to the jungle. The people gathered, expecting to see the same fear they had seen in past kings, but this time was different. King Malik walked calmly toward the jungle, his head high, his heart at peace. The people were confused. Why is he not afraid? Why is he smiling? When the guards pushed him forward, expecting him to cry out in terror, something shocking happened. Instead of screaming, Malik laughed. For before their eyes, the jungle was no longer a place of fear. It was a paradise greater than the kingdom he had left behind. The very place where kings before him had perished was now filled with beauty, comfort, and endless joy. Malik turned to the stunned crowd and said, "While others wasted their time, I prepared for what was coming." The lesson: this world is temporary. Jannah is forever. This world is like the 5 years of kingship. Some people waste their time chasing luxury, entertainment, and pleasure, forgetting that this life is short and what comes after is eternal. But the wise use their time to build for the future. They prepare not just for this life, but for Jannah. When death comes, some will be like the fearful kings, unprepared, regretful, and terrified. But those who prepared, those who prayed, gave charity, helped others, and obeyed Allah, will walk into Jannah smiling, just like King Malik. Are you preparing for your eternal home? Are you wasting time in the temporary kingdom? Or are you preparing your palace in Jannah? The choice is yours. Prepare now. and your forever will be beautiful. Subscribe for more powerful Islamic stories and Tarbiya lessons. Like this video. Share this with someone who needs to hear this today. May Allah guide us all to build our paradise in the hereafter. Ameen.